time for 28mm World War II action. Will you recreate history or reshape it your way? On the Bolt Action Hub at beastsofwar.com. Anime cyberpunk style meets skirmish combat in Infinity. Experience 8 high-tech factions and fight to control the human sphere at the Infinity Hub on beastsofwar.com.
Hi everybody, I'm back with Rich from Warlord Games, and it's time for more Blood Red Skies. Today we're having a look at the Axis boxes you can pick up.
Absolutely. Shall we start with the Messerschmitt? It's the iconic Messerschmitt BF109 E from Battle of Britain period.
Yeah, one of my absolute favourite planes from the war.
Yes, indeed.
Gorgeous machines.
It's something about it with that angry sort of shark-like look.
Beautiful artwork, as always. Who's the artist you guys use?
It's a chap from South America, Andreas.
Ah, okay.
And yeah, we've got two of them. One painter, one artist. He was found by Rickard when he was designing the game layout, and Anchor worked really well with him to come up with the artistic design on the overall look to the whole game. Very what do you call Art Deco? Style. Yeah.
Now we've already seen the Messerschmitts in our starter set unboxing, so we'll just go into what you're getting in the box. So you obviously get your 6 aircraft.
Yeah. Coloured plastic, grey for the German.
Yeah. And you also get this, which is more pilot. Ace is what you're calling your pilots in this, yeah?
Yes.
More ace levels and all of the different tokens you're going to need.
Yeah.
And an extra range ruler. So everything you need to play in the one box. And then we get our pack of cards.
Yes.
So we've already seen the stats for the
actual aircraft itself is the same. Yeah, the Messerschmitts.
Yep.
Of course, it has 2 traits. Great dive and great climb, and those are the cards you're holding now.
Yes, and we've got 3 of each of those. If you haven't seen our Allies version, because you have 2 traits, you have to have equal amounts.
You have equal amounts. Now, of course, the Spitfire Allied aircraft only had the 1 trait.
Yeah.
The German with the 2. Each trait's going to be slightly different on how it affects the game.
3 of the great climb and 3 of the great dive. So, I'll quickly read off what these do. So, add the player's maximum move instead of 6 when burning an advantage to dive.
Yes.
So, with these, that 7 becomes 14.
So you've gone from 7 with a great dive of 6 added to it to a 7 and a 7.
Yeah,
so
that's nice. And then great climb. In reaction to an enemy plane within 12 climbing for advantage, the enemy plane must pass a maneuver test to succeed. That is nice.
So in the pilot action section, you've got 3 choices: shooting, outmaneuver, or gain advantage.
Yeah. By
climbing one advantage level, you can effectively interfere with that and stop them from climbing by forcing a roll, which they could fail.
Yeah. So we have Ace skill, we have the theatre card, and we also have the Doctrine card.
I love the art on these.
Yeah, they've got that real sort of propaganda poster feel to them, which is so nice. So they've got for their theatre is superior armament. The Air Force enjoys a marked advantage in weaponry in this theatre. So add 1 firepower to the attack.
Yes.
That's very nice. And it's for a gunnery test.
Yes. Now the gunnery test at the bottom there, is that the gunnery test at the very bottom?
Yes.
Yeah. That allows you to keep the card in your hand. Normally when you play it, you then discard it. It'll cycle through the deck, but you could actually keep it in your hand to play a game.
I see.
If you pass that test.
Very clever. We've got accurate. An ace can get the best out of his guns, so roll 1 extra firepower dice when the ace makes a shooting attack. Also a gunnery test.
Yeah.
We've then got seasoned pilots. So this is a bonus on great climb. So I could play this and then a great climb.
Yes. Yeah, and they combine.
So in reaction to a friendly plane making a maneuver test, the plane re-rolls the dice for the maneuver test. So basically, could I make the test, roll, fail, and then play this?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. And this is on a pilot test as well, so it can go back in your hand.
Again, keep it in your hand rather than discarding it.
Yeah. Okay, so let's put these out of the way and pass me the ace for the Germans.
Yep, get the right one. So this particular ace is Adolf Galland. Perhaps most famous for his comments on when asked what he would need to beat the RAF.
Oh, what was the comment?
Give me a squadron of Spitfires. Yes, I think that went down not very well.
Yeah. Well,
But with 104 claimed victories, I think 57 were during the Battle of Britain.
So we get his plane, which is always nice, and then we get the other bits. So we've got his pilot marker to go on his base, and then we've got a couple of different levels. So you can just run this as a regular ace if you want,
or low.
And you've got your stickers as well.
Yeah.
Then we come to his cards. So he is rocking out in a standard Messerschmitt.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So we'll open this up, and we will start getting a look. So it's all the regular stats, and the points cost is 31, so they're quite cheap. And then in here, we get his Ace Pilot card. Oh, the artwork on that is... I'm going to say it's actually kind of cute. So he actually increases the maneuverability of his plane by 1, which is nice.
Yes, indeed, and 6 cents, quite interesting.
Yeah, 6 cents, and Snapshot, Pilot Skill 5. So if we move through to Snapshot, it's if the ace makes a deflection attack, it cannot be dodged using speed, only agility plus pilot skill. So he's pretty good at getting people on the side.
Yeah, so he's negated that sort of deflection. His skill is getting in there from any angle.
He's then got 6 cents, which is roll a pilot test. If it succeeds, the ace is not considered disadvantaged.
So this is where, in a situation where you can get that very small arrow at the front of your disc, aimed directly at the stem,
tailed.
At the stem through the rear arc, that gives you the tailing situation. And if you're if that enemy aircraft that you're targeting is at an advantage, it goes straight through neutral to disadvantage immediately.
Ah, I see. And this,
so if someone got on him on a tailing situation with him, then you play that card.
I see. And he can make a pilot test to keep this in his hand.
Yes,
which is very nice. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to some of the Japanese.
Right, well, this chap is one of those pilots that you typify the Japanese code of honor, if you like, almost the samurai code.
Oh yeah, there he is. But right now we're going to have a look at the basic Zeros.
Yeah.
So they're not exactly basic because, again, these are a very, very iconic aircraft.
Absolutely, and again, that is... the artwork just brings out exactly what that...
Yeah, just flying out of the rising sun.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous work. I also... No, there's a very small thing about your box design which I'm going to say I love. I know I'm being boring, but on the back, it's actually been designed so one side actually has a little cut into it to make it easier to open.
Yes,
the number of times I've tried to open boxes without that, and they just tear apart in my hands, is annoying.
Yeah, I've been
Thank you for the consideration.
Yeah.
Okay, everything's out.
Yeah.
So, we get our...
Very familiar now.
Yes. Our sheet with all of our tokens, ace levels, zoom markers, and the altitude markers, isn't it?
Yeah, it's our high cover.
High cover, yes. And then boom markers and another range.
That's the one.
We then get our other stuff. So we have the Japanese symbol, the red spot. We have our stat cards, we'll look at in a minute. But I'll open these up now, because I want to have a look and see how the Zero turned out. And I'm hoping you may have a paint at one of these.
I might have a couple. Yes.
Okay, so we'll set ourselves so we're not disadvantaged. And pop that right in. Again, that really nice tight fit. When you pick this up, it's not falling out, which is... It's a small detail, but it makes a huge difference to me. So, there we have the Zero there. Lovely little sculpt.
Now the
and done in a nice bone colour.
Absolutely. One thing to mention is the plastics in these we found really take the paint really well. You notice there's a slight curve to the wing.
Yes.
That's easily got rid of by a bit of warmth, rubbing with your fingers and straightening it out, or even dipping in warm water and then into cold to straighten
I
out.
wouldn't even worry about that. Doesn't look like an unnatural bend to me. That looks as if how the wings would actually sit on the wing.
Potentially going around a hard corner, they flex anyway.
Yeah.
But doing a bit of high G turning.
Yeah, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. These are flawless. And
brilliant.
Just my own information. Yep, absolutely flawless. And yeah, getting these painted is going to be a lot of fun.
They take paint really well. Some of the aircraft we've got are
hello.
Examples here. Again from our painter Derek.
Yeah, that lovely classic Japanese green with the stripes down the back.
Yeah, so the stripes is signifying which squadron they're flying with, perhaps the aircraft within the squadron. We don't worry at this scale, I think, with all the little detail numbers, but the army one would be the green, and then you've got the naval one in white.
Which is the classic one you'll know from Pearl Harbor, I would assume, yeah?
Yes, that's the one, yes.
So if I tilt this back. You can really get a good look at it. Again, with the little bit of detail on the...
Yeah. I'm not sure any of the naval commanders would approve of an aircraft quite that dirty. However, they really take to having that they really take to having that extra detail added.
It actually gives just a little sense of motion to it, which is just lovely. So, gorgeous minis.
Yes.
Now the stats. So I'm curious to see how the Zero stacks up in the grand scheme of things. So, we have our little bit of history on the back here. So these were in 1943, 42 points. And then stats-wise, very shooty. 2 for the firepower, 3 for the maneuverability, and 7 for movement. Tight turn and vulnerable. That's a new one.
That will be a new one, yes. Yeah. We'll find that one separately because it's a card that remains in play.
Ah, so is it just like a status the thing has?
Yes.
I see. Well, I mean, like they're quite maneuverable. They're quite good for speed. Is 354.
Yeah,
which isn't bad.
Now,
and then we're on to these.
And of course, the Zero was well known from Allied pilots' point of view as you just need to get a hit on it and it would go up in flames. There was no armor of any kind or self-sealing tanks.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so cards-wise, we have 6 of the tight turns because they go into the deck. They are the you can make your 45-degree turn at any point during your movement whenever you play this, which is really nice. Then we get this one, which is a red border, which is vulnerable, so it just stays on the whole time.
Yes.
So I'm going to take this back to read it because there's a little bit of text here. Design flaws, including a lack of pilot armor, made some aircraft virtual death traps.
Yes.
Play a vulnerable plane being shot at is whenever this kicks in. Increase the firepower of the shooting attack by 1 before the dice are rolled. So my opponent gets a +1.
Yes, on his number of dice that he rolls.
Yeah. Negative aircraft trait. It's nice that you've actually counted that in there.
It's a way of introducing those traits that are now due to a particular aircraft or to the nation.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to.
We then have our ace skill, theater, and doctrine.
That's right. Yeah.
So, tactical wizard. When rolling to determine the starting advantage level, all airplanes in the ace's element may add up to 2 to the dice roll. That's nice.
And of course, what that basically means is right at the very beginning when you set your elements up, you roll a d6 for each aircraft in turn, place the dice at the back of the aircraft, the easiest way to do it, and then any 1s and 2s become disadvantaged, any 3s or 4s are neutral, 5s and 6s advantaged, and that's how you work out who's going to start where on the table.
Really nice for
so
these.
That is
none
really...
of them will start disadvantaged.
No. Yeah.
Okay, we've got Wall of Lead. So take a boom chit and re-roll any dice that failed to score a success. So this is on a friendly plane making a shooting attack after the dice are rolled. That's very nice to have.
So again, it's that last ditch. If you've got an opportunity to get that last boom chit on an enemy, you might take one yourself to hopefully give you that extra chance.
Yeah. The other one is poorly trained opponents. Losses drove air forces to send new pilots into battle before they were ready. In reaction to an enemy plane choosing a pilot action, the enemy plane must pass a maneuver test to complete their chosen action. This is a discard. Yeah. So if there's something absolutely horrible happening, no, you will take a test, sir.
Yeah.
And hopefully they feel it, and that's worth it.
Yeah. And of course, that's typical for Japanese pilots. That earlier part of the war, you'd certainly see them having the better skill, better training.
Okay, put these forward. Yes. It is time for the ace. So I'm curious to see what he gets. So this is Saburo Sakai. So who was this gentleman during the war?
He was one of perhaps the last samurai. His stories about him include, I think the main one was he was taking out an attack. His squadron was based at Rabaul, and they flew out, I think, taking on various Wildcats, F4F. He attacked a lone squadron of about 5 aircraft, which he thought were Wildcats. It turned out they were, I believe, Devastators, which had a turret in the rear. Oh. So it wasn't quite the easy attack that he thought, but he still took 2 of them down. A third one managed to score some hits on him. And of course, you got heavy machine guns at basically 30 cals in the back. And he took a shot which hit him off the rim of his goggles, went in to his head through his helmet, pilot helmet, and across and out. So he's some hours away from Rabaul. He manages to escape and then fly home, barely being able to see and barely conscious. He lands the aircraft, waits, idles across the runway.
Yeah.
He gets out the aircraft, reports to his officer before collapsing. Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
And of course, after that, when he did finally recover, he would go on to being one of the training schools and being one of the top trainers. And those before he went back into combat.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the pack we get his aircraft, which is again that lovely bone color.
A6. Yeah.
We get his little sheet with his skills and stuff on it.
Yes. Yeah.
And then a couple of other pilot or ace levels, just in case you want to fly to something else. You get your stickers, and then we get onto the stats. I'm curious to see what skills this man has.
Yes.
Because if I'm hearing he's that tough from history, what have you done to him in game? So he's got his regular aircraft, and then he himself is adding +1 to the maneuverability, so it becomes a 4 on that, which is very nice.
Yes.
And then he's got aggressive and comeback king.
Yes.
Okay, I like the sound of this. So we'll start with aggressive. So on an ace during his activation, the ace can choose both outmaneuver and shoot as pilot actions this activation.
So he gains 2 things out of that.
So hang on, I could use outmaneuver to bring you down a level and then shoot you?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, the comeback king. An ace can fight back even from a bad position. In reaction to enemy shooting at a disadvantaged ace, if the ace critically dodge. Oh, I think you have a little spello here.
No.
I think so.
Typical. We have to
Dodgest?
find out. Which one we do?
Down the bottom, dodgest. You have a spello.
Yeah. Dodgiest. Yeah. Basically, if the ace dodges a critical shooting attack whilst disadvantaged, he becomes neutral.
I see. Okay.
So he can gain a level.
Yeah.
If you dodge a critical, effectively is a double success.
Yeah.
So if you can do that when dodging, you can gain another level in advantage level.
And you have tight turn and vulnerable.
Yes.
Okay, so I assume there's being a call mate after this video.
I think there will be. Yes. Yeah.
So if you find one of those, save it. It just became rare.
It'll be rare.
It's a collectible now.
Collectible now. So yeah, that your Axis forces, like any others, you can collect them based on what theme you want to follow through with, and the cards with the aircraft help you really theme that force.
Yeah. Planes I would love to see for the Axis.
Well, go on then.
Stuka Dive Bomber.
Yes, yeah,
because it's a very iconic plane.
Yeah.
What else did they have? Well, no, you couldn't get a Gargant.
That's a little bit, Gargant, yeah.
You know what it is?
Yeah, the glider. Yeah,
yeah, the huge one that could take a tank.
Yeah, we're talking about an air combat game here with single engine fighters. But
I don't know, you could have like, four planes towing it.
You need the 110 for that. Yeah, BF 110. How about the Focke-Wulf 190?
I could do, yeah.
Or we could probably sort that out.
ME 262 Jetfire? Or is that a little too far?
Now, we have thought about jet fighters, and it would be absolutely brilliant to be able to do those. And it is actually on the plan.
Okay.
However, it won't be any time in the next year or so.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
The things we're looking at, like campaigns. Obviously, we've got the bolt action logo, which we mentioned before, being able to build your campaigns with it. But we are looking at ground attack roles, heavy fighters.
Nice.
So P-47s.
Yeah.
We mentioned the F4 earlier. Maybe
shipping attacks.
Kate with Val dive bombing and torpedo attacks.
Yeah.
And I'm sure this is coming out around about salute time. So if you are going to salute or have been to salute, depending on when we're seeing this, hopefully you've seen our aircraft carrier.
Oh.
If you haven't, watched the Blood Red Skies Facebook page, because we'll be doing a bit more on there about the aircraft carrier.
I'll be having
in 1 to 200 scale.
I'll be having our news hounds keep an eye on that site, just constantly clicking F5 to see when it goes up.
CV8. Absolutely massive model. It's about the same height as me, and I'm 5'6". So, we'll have a good old swarm of Zeros and Vals and Kates coming in to take out the Hornet.
Oh, lovely. All right, well, everybody, get your comments in below. Tell us what aircraft you would love to see for the Axis forces in Blood Red Skies. Are you looking forward to it? And, well,
absolutely.
We'll move on. We'll see you soon.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now, and be sure to check out beastofwar.com for the latest gaming news and gaming Let's Plays. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.